Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. Dextroy Dutty Cordis, one of 3 men shot and killed by the police on Thursday, was not a thief, says his family, and they cry for justice and a thorough investigation. Here are the details. A family is searching for answers after they say their loved one was shot and killed innocently by police on Thursday. They're saying that there has to be more to the story, and they're demanding police to tell them what happened in the moments before and after Dextroy Dutty Cordis was shot and killed.
Because the footage that I saw, if they're saying that these persons discharged wrong at them and the police fire back, I don't see any of the policemen being a marksman, that they just direct all the shots to these men just by the car, and not a single bullet hole is on the car where these guys fell.
Police say initially that Cordis and Kwame Asana of Buxton, East Coast, Demerara were killed. A 9mm pistol along with a magazine containing 7 live rounds and 4 spent shells was found next to the body of Cordis. The police statement said that soon after, 57-year-old Errol Dynamite Adams of Essequibo Coast was shot dead, while his accomplice escaped on a CG motorcycle that was near the motor car in which Cordis and Asana were traveling. The police said one of the men on motorcycle fired several rounds at the police, who again returned fire, resulting in the death of Adams.
I want to know why then at the scene that those policemen, they call themselves expert, why they did not bag off his hands, put it in plastic bag, preserving evidence, so when you check to ensure that gunshot residues is present on the man's hand, his clothing, his face, his hat. Once you discharge wrong, you're going to get it gunshot residue there, present.
Family members are distraught because they say they've been told nothing, even though the police have accused the 3 men of having trailed the customer from Scotiabank Rob Street and held him at gunpoint.
I'm calling on Mr. Leslie James. He seems to be a very, very good person to look into this matter for us, right? To look into this matter, and we must, Mr. Paul Williams, and we must have justice for Dextroy Cordis.
Yesterday, what time he left home, you know?
I think he left home yesterday morning.
To go where, you know?
No, I don't know where he left to go. He left to go out yesterday morning.
They claim that Cordis has always been a target of the police and wants justice for his death.
And I think this thing must stop. We are taking too much. Too much to bear. How much more can we bear? It's time now that the police must get off their foot. The good ones point out the bad ones. We don't need this kind of element in the police force.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. Meanwhile, the family of Kwame Hasana wants the police to prove how the recently employed debt collector conspired with others to commit robbery. Jevon Vickery has this story.
Please check his record. Look into how and why he was murdered yesterday. Please check it out. Really do your investigation properly. We need a complete inquiry as to how and why he died.
That was the wife of Kwame Asana, who police claim was a part of a gang that trailed a customer who had left Scotiabank Rob Street. The family of Asana are holding firm that the man whom police are portraying as a thief is the total opposite. In fact, they want the police to show them concrete evidence of Asana's involvement in any crime. Asana's wife, Claire Asana, told the media that just recently her husband was employed as a debt collector. Asana said her husband is no thief.
I kept calling his phone numerous occasions yesterday afternoon after 3 minutes to 4 because he had to collect his son. And on the 5th call, somebody answered the phone and they said, it's the police and the ruckus behind is Kwame's wife. He's dead, Kwame's dead. So that's how I found out.
Police in a statement yesterday claimed that one firearm, a number of passports and several other items were retrieved from the vehicle in which the men had been traveling. The siblings of Asana, however, believe that it is an extrajudicial killing. They too are demanding the truth of what transpired on Thursday.
To shoot him like that, and then say that he was arrested on several occasions, but you can't find any evidence as to, when this arrest happened and all of these accusations that you're saying would have happened. You can't find any records. Then it means that even though they're saying that they're law-abiding, the police should be, there to protect us, then that's clearly out the door now with us, because that's not true.
What the hell? Why the lie? If you're saying that he is involved in this robbery, why then have to say, well, he was arrested on numerous occasions when he was not arrested? We didn't get the answers. We eventually get to one-on-one with the crime chief, and he said he did not get those information to his department.
Javon Vickery, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Javon. A new board of Guku was recently installed, but from the looks of things, it does not seem like the government is entirely satisfied with this new board. Minister Joseph Harmon said Thursday that the matter is currently engaging the attention of Cabinet. Rodin James reports.
The National Industrial and Commercial Investments (NISIL) has recently announced the new board of directors for the Guyana Sugar Corporation. Even though the government is still discussing the matter at the level of the cabinet, Minister of State Joseph Harmon said Thursday. The minister said while there might not be any objections to the names, the timings he believed was not right.
There is some issue with respect to the timing of certain publications in the newspapers, but I think that's all that it is. It's a matter of timing of publications.
Last week, at the post-cabinet press briefing, Mr. Harmon stated that government is still to decide on the matter. Nevertheless, NISIL went ahead and appoint board chairman Calvin Het London and board members Fritz McLean, Komal Singh, Vorna Adrian, Vishnu Pandey, Annette Arjun Martins, Ariane McLean, Roshan Khan, and George Jarvis.
As I said that on the last time I spoke to the media, that this is a matter that was engaged in cabinet. It still is. Thank you.
There may be changes.
I'm not saying that.
The minister said irrespective of the issue, the work of Guku is progressing.
But I can say to you that Guku, the work that's going on in Guku is continuing, and that as far as I'm concerned, I believe that the direction that they're going with is in a good direction.
The life of the board will come to an end on December 31, 2019. Roy Dan James, HGP Nightly News.
Opposition leader Barrett Jagdi on Friday said he supports the law which states that the president can only run for 2 terms. Currently, an unknown man is challenging the law before the Caribbean Court of Justice, and persons have speculated that it is Mr. Jagdi who is behind the challenge. Rodin James has the story.
The Caribbean Court of Justice earlier this week began hearing Guyana's 3rd-term case. The Court of Appeal here has ruled that a person can run for the office of president 3 times. This man, Cedric Richardson, challenged the case locally and is now doing so at the level of the CCJ. However, opposition leader Barrett Jagdi was asked on Friday whether or not he supports a president running for a 3rd time.
It's not. It was clear. I signed that into law. So I signed it into law, and it's challenged. Signing it into law means I had to agree with it. So that's my position.
But that still does not mean Mr. Jagdi is not interested in running for a 3rd term. He said at this time he preferred to mute the issue on whether he will run for office in 2020. Jagdi contends that the PPP has already mapped out their strategy for the next elections. He could not say, however, who the party's presidential and prime ministerial candidates will be.
We have not made that decision. That decision will be made at the appropriate time. But what I wanted to say to you is that as General Secretary, regardless of who the presidential candidate is, I have a job. And my job is, as what I laid out to you, about broadening the base of the party, strengthening it on the ground, crafting a strategy for the future, making commitments, policy commitments to different groups of people, ensuring that when we get into office, we don't break those commitments.
Mr. Jagdeo said only time will decide who will lead the party into the next elections, but he is simply preparing the party to regain power.
And that means strengthening the party, working on a strategy to broaden the base of the party. And I've said that before, in our strongholds to have people return who left, and also in APNU strongholds to have people come in and join the party.
The Caribbean Court of Justice is expected to make a ruling soon on the third-term case. Once the decision goes against the state, that means that the way is clear for Mr. Jagdeo to run again. Once the decision goes in favor of the state, then that will be the end of Mr. Jagdeo's presidential ambitions. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Royding, for your reporting. Stay with us, HGP Nightly News. We'll be right back.
Add some elegance to your home or office with an exquisite crystal chandelier from SNL Electrical Agency, 170 to 180 Thomas Street, Kitty. This dynamic lighting element features generous rows of cascading crystals to catch the light. Best deals on all air conditioning units, electrical fixtures, cables, circuit breaker panels, home appliances, and so much more. SNL Electrical Agency, 170 180 Thomas Street, Kitty. Call 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL, where quality is guaranteed.
Prospective homeowners, the Central Housing and Plan Authority invites you to their open house event starting Friday, March 9th through March 23rd, 2018. Come down to Perseverance East Bank Demerara Housing Scheme and have a look at our move-in ready, stylish, modern, and affordable duplexes. Our homes afford you endless opportunities to create lifelong memories. So be sure to visit our open house event as we continue to
open minds while opening doors.
At GPTI, quality customer service is our #1 goal. That's why with our 24-hour depository facility, you can deposit your end-of-day sales at your convenience. Visit any of our branches to sign up for our night depository service. GPTI, your friend, your bank.
You have a sense of style. It's elegant. It's chic. It's modern. It's timeless. At Quartz, we have the widest range of furniture to suit any style. So you're sure to find something that's you. Furniture is fashionable. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home.
Mahaika, get ready for 2 days of action when Mahaika Youths in Progress brings to you Mahaika Juve and Wet Fed on Friday 16 March featuring Rubber Wave Sumo. And on Saturday 17 March is the Mahaika Mash and Soca Therapy Part 4 at the Helena Ground. Music by Determined Family, DJ Slaughter, DJ Akilo, and DJ Shatta. Everybody free before 6 p.m. and no authorized vendors. Also, all weapons allowed. Sponsored by Stag, a man's here.
In Gaffur's flatback department, they're Mexin steel doors, supplied with 8 locks, hinges, and viewers. They're the most secure interior and exterior doors on the market today. You can also get Purple Heart and imported pine kiln-dried doors. Get luxurious designed granite countertops, complete with accessories. Installation services are also available at an extra fee. Our asphalt roofing shingles are American-made by the world's leading manufacturer, Owens Corning, and available with all assembly fixtures. Add to the beauty of the exterior and interior of your home by installing a brick finish made by Faux. They're made to last a lifetime. They're water resistant, will not fade, rust, crack, or peel. And that's not all. You can also get cement board, plywood, and Guyana's best quality PVC panels. Gaffur is the first to import PVC ceilings in Guyana and the company that stocks only quality. So make Gaffur's your next stop and meet Kamla, our expert in the flatback department. Telephone 225-6686.